I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me.
Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about this package right here. I'm currently training for a half marathon, and if you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll know that I've been a big fan of Hoka for years. I've used them for my recent marathon that I did, also a half Ironman previously, and it's just been a shoe that served me really well over the years. However, an up-and-coming running brand called Mount to Coast recently sent me a pair of their new running shoes, the P1s, which I believe release very soon. And of course, if somebody offers to send you a pair of running shoes to try out, you say yes. Just to clarify, I haven't been paid for this video, it's not sponsored or anything. They simply just asked if I'd be open to doing a review if they sent me the shoes, and like I said, if somebody offers to send you free running shoes, you say yes. So I'm just going to give a bit of information on them, and I'll do a full review in a few weeks or months time once I've clocked up some miles in them, done some training runs in them to get an idea of what they're like, and ultimately just decide if it's a shoe I'm going to keep wearing for the future or if I'm just going to stick with my Hokas. First initial thoughts when unpacking the shoe: it's visually very nice to look at. Obviously the color I think is great, I love the white, but it's also just very quite minimalist in terms of its design. It's obviously got the Mount to Coast logo on the bottom right, but apart from that, it's just a really nice looking shoe. So initial thoughts, great. I mean, in terms of the color, probably not going to stay that color long in the UK, especially with the winter months coming, but certainly a really nice looking shoe. And you can't beat the brand new shoe smell either. Now, some areas where Mount to Coast are looking to make a difference with this running shoe, the P1s. First being the 3D arch rail technology. They believe this is crucial in providing forefoot support and reducing overpronation, which I am totally here for. I have flat feet, I tend to overpronate, and every time I've looked for a shoe, I've always tried to find one that will help support that. There's a big reason why I went with the Hoka shoes, and this specific shoe was because it was meant to help prevent that. So when Mount to Coast reached out and offered to send this, I did a bit of research, and that was one of the kind of key factors about these shoes, was to kind of prevent that and reduce. I was very keen to test them out and see if it does help with that side of things. You then have the Lightcell midsole, which apparently is 50% lighter and 45% more resilient than traditional EVA midsoles. And then you also have the dual density 3D zoned insole. This is designed to provide comfortable arch support and heel lock for stable landing. I'm super intrigued as to how the insole is going to feel on my runs. Typically with all of my previous running shoes, including the Hokas, which I used for the London Marathon, I've always put my own insoles in there, which tend to have more of an arch and support with my flat feet and overpronation, because the shoes tend to come with just quite a flimsy insole, which I don't really feel like it does anything in terms of offering support. So the fact that Mount to Coast are saying that theirs are going to offer some arch support and stability and comfort, I'm really intrigued to see how they go. So I am going to leave them in there for all of my training runs and just see how they perform, and if I don't pick up any injuries, and just generally how they feel when I'm training. So overall, they're looking to offer a running shoe that is ideal for road running, offers stability for overpronation, and it all comes in a lightweight shoe weighing in at 280 grams, which I believe is 20 grams lighter than my Hokas currently. So it's probably worth heading out and giving them a test run. Okay, that is this evening's first run in the P1s done. Initial thoughts felt good, which is a good start and the main thing, but like I said earlier, I won't be able to give a full review on them until I've worn them for a few months at least. I think there's so many different factors that go into a pair of running shoes. I don't even know how long these are going to last. Once I start increasing my mileage, how they're going to perform, how my body's going to react. So yeah, I'll do a full review in the future, but this is part of the reason why I didn't want it to be a sponsored video, because if I am ever going to do something like that on this channel and recommend something to you guys, it would have to be something that I use already in my life and that I would recommend. So for example, if a close friend came to me and asked would I recommend these shoes, I'd be like, look, they sent them to me for free, I've tested them out, good first initial impression, but I'd have to wear them for a few more months and before I can give you a full opinion on them and if I'd recommend them to you. But I do just love trying new things, new shoes, new supplements, new clothing, and just trying to find what works best for me and improves my training and improves my life. And that is one thing I would say, one bit of advice: find what works for you. Just because it works for somebody else doesn't mean it's the right thing for you. So I'm constantly testing, trying to find what works best for me, even if it isn't the most popular product or something out there ultimately. So hopefully you like this type of video. If you don't, then let me know. I won't do this again. But I just thought I'd try something different, and like I said, the brand reached out, so I thought it was a cool opportunity to do a slightly different video and something that I'm interested in doing in terms of reviewing different products. So if you are interested in these shoes, they are now live on their crowdfunding page, which I'll link in the description so you can check out if you'd like. In terms of half marathon training, it's been hit or miss the last few weeks. I rolled my ankle on a run recently, and it's just the side of my foot's causing me a little bit of pain. So training hasn't been on point the last few weeks, but I'm still going to do the half marathon in September. I'm just not going to aim to run a personal best in it. I'm just going to do it as part of like a training run. And then I'm going to enter another half marathon in October, where hopefully now I can start getting my training back in a good place and set myself up for a PB in that marathon. So once I've entered that, I'll let you know. That's kind of just a bit of a training update as well. I think that's about it. So like I said, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, let me know in the comments. I'm open to feedback regardless, but hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.